So yesterday I had a little bit of a disaster. I locked my only set of keys in the boot of my car. I've got a car where you can open the boot on the fob without opening the car, without unlocking the car, and I put some stuff in the boot and I just threw the car keys down on the boot floor, turned away, stepped out away, slammed the boot down, and the moment I slammed the boot down I realised my keys were locked inside it and the car was locked. And I only had one set of keys because when I bought the car it only came with one key, and when I inquired about buying another one it was best part of 300 quid for a key, so I thought I would suck it up, but now I'm paying for it. So anyway, this is going to be like a little bit of a story about can I get in the car. I haven't got in the car yet. I'm going to try in a minute again, having not been able to do it yesterday. I checked my AA and it doesn't cover me for anything that's within a 1/4 mile of my home, so I'd have to join a higher banding of the AA to get them to come and fix it, I guess. But I haven't finished trying myself yet. Anyway, but the first bit of advice I'd give to anybody is, if you've got the time, just walk away from it. So I had to stop yesterday because we had like family coming around, so I stopped after about getting really frustrated for about an hour. So stop and walk away, I'd say. I've slept on it. Then I came out this morning and had a look in my garage. Now, I'm one of these people, you can probably tell from this mess behind me here, that I keep everything. Frank Skinner once said, you know, the British comedian, he said that you can tell you're becoming like your dad if you put away a piece of stick, because it'll come in handy later for stirring paint. You know, here in my garage is a piece of stick that I put away because it'd be handy for stirring paint, and you know what, it was. Anyway, so I've got a garage that's full of stuff. So I look around, you can see I keep all sorts because I think, oh, that'll come in handy one day. So look at these shelves, I've got all kinds of stuff. So I came in the garage after a night sleeping and had a look around and think, and I managed to find some of this stuff here. I'll switch the camera around onto the other side so you'll see that. So here are the bits and pieces that I sorted out this morning. That's what I was trying to use yesterday. It's about 1 metre long when you undo it, and I put a hook in it, but it's just too flimsy. But I found this, which I'd kept because it become useful one day, which is a long straight piece of sort of coat hanger thickness wire with a hook in the end. I knew it'd come in handy one day, so I've got that. That's about 1 metre long or so. I've got some pry bars. I've put tape across them, 2 or 3 rolls, 2 or 3 turns of electrical tape to try and stop them from scratching anything on the car. I made some wedges. This was one piece of wood this morning, like that. But I made a couple of wedges for trying to stick in the door. Bit of WD-40 for lubing things, and an old credit card, sort of a loyalty card that's plastic, which I'm going to use against any paintwork if I have to put anything like a pry bar against any paintwork. I'm going to try and stick that in so that to protect the paintwork if I can. And the other important thing was I made a strong cup of coffee. So by the way, for people that don't know, I'm a psychologist. What's it say? Look at that filthy cup. Someone who solves problems you didn't know you had in a way you don't understand. Sounds about right. Anyway, let's see if we can fix it now. So the car's an Alfa 159, and the plan is going to be to try and pry the door and get a little wedge in here, just enough to get the wire I've got down to the door handle here. And I don't know if you can see on the far side what the door handle's like. I'll try and zoom in, but yeah, there's reflections in the way, but that's the handle anyway, so we'll see what we can do. So the first thing I noticed is that there's a weather strip, and there's actually a double seal in it, so you've got to get in behind the weather strip, otherwise you're going to rip the seal. So far I've managed to get a little tiny wedge in there, but it has just lifted things up enough here. I might be able to get in through there, or through there. I'll try a bit more. Okay, so I've got my wiring just protecting it here, and then I don't know if you can see, but I've got it inside the car, just here. Okay, so I've got the wiring down to here. We're right on the handle. I don't know if you can see that just there, look. So I'm going to stop filming because this is a crucial bit, but I'm going to do my best right here. We're in. At least on this door anyway. The other ones are still locked. But down here, that's the emergency release for the boot, where the keys are. So get my hand in there, get things sorted. Oh, that is how you do it. Well, there we are. So I've got into the car. Took me about 10 minutes, I suppose, faffing about. Maybe not that. 10 minutes. Anyway, if I was to give one piece of advice to anybody, I would say if you've got the time, walk away from it for a while and cool down if you're frustrated, and have a think about it. So that's what I did and got a result.